It's summertime. Well, almost. Pretty much here.
Yeah.
Pretty much here.
It's the South. It starts in February.
Well, one thing that I always get asked about, and personally, I like to have this type of skin all year round, is glowy skin.
Right.
Matte used to be, there's occasional times you want matte skin. I like, a matte look, but I like my skin to glow, especially I'm in my 40s and yes. I want to look like super hydrated, super just glowy. So that's what we're going to talk about today is how to get glowing summer skin. Let's dive in. That is one of the number one questions I'm asked is how do I get that fresh, glowing summer skin? And like, what do I use on my skin to make it just like light and glowy? You don't want to feel heavy with the glow.
No. Actually, I was just going to the I moved. Sorry.
Actually, maybe you got to sit up straight. I got
to put my hands in my pockets and listen to the last episode.
You have to be extremely uncomfortable to do this podcast in our current situation.
Yeah, you do. It's called Podcast on a Budget, peeps. Okay, and I have to sit a certain way, and I am a fidgeter.
So what were you saying?
So what I was saying is that I forgot where I was, but somebody was asking me about, of course, skin. And I was saying, I don't wear foundation because it's so heavy and it's thick and you can't breathe. And I love that light, not oily look, glowy look.
Nowadays, foundation to me is if you have a really large event or you have to be extremely camera ready, like, photography is involved, cameras are involved, high definition, things like that. I rarely wear foundation because nowadays they have the formulas for primers and tinted moisturizers are just incredible.
Well, I think the reason why this person did, and it was in a doctor's office. Oh. And so it's an educated person. But I think that you and I underestimate that so many people out there just don't know about skin and skincare products. And, you can do that with a tinted moisturizer. You can do that with a primer. But my skin is, have blemishes or whatever. And it's like, well.
And they're confused. Like, what's a BB cream? What's a CC cream? What's all of this?
Yes.
So I totally get it.
It's a whole thing.
I will tell you, now, when you talk about glowy summer skin, the first thing you are going to need to do is you've got to exfoliate your skin because you can't have glowy skin with dead flakes everywhere, skin flakes flaking off. You need to exfoliate your skin. I like a combination of acids and enzymes. Those are my favorites. There's one manual exfoliator that I do like. I really do like it. But for the most part, you're just going to get more with an enzyme and especially acids.
And when Lindsey's talking about acid, explain that this isn't the kind where it's like you're peeling your face off, because I know that when I say acids, people give me a look of horror.
No, we're not talking about like a Jesner's peel here. We're just talking about your gentle glycolics, your salicylics.
And you can do that at home.
Yeah, and then, in the week, your AHA, your BHAs, things like that. I have different, yes, you can, of course, you can do those at home.
Yeah, your BHAs. Right? See, this is what I'm talking about, Lindsey. You're getting a little geeky, sciencey, which is awesome, but I'm letting you know that most people are like, what you talking about?
For me, or lactic acid, if you
now you're just showing off.
And people know what a lactic acid is, don't they? If you have sensitive
lactic
skin,
acid
it's
could also be in your body when after a run, you got to push lactic acid out. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, the lactic acid is a larger molecule, so it's great for sensitive skin. I like a glycolic. At my age, it just gets that exterior skin really well, like the top, it's on top. That works really well. You can have that even in a cleanser. There's different strengths of glycolics. So you do need to watch that. There's one glycolic that I've had. It's funny, I have 2 glycolics in my shower right now. One's just so strong over the other, so you want to look at the percentage. So for my stronger glycolic, I will spot treat areas on my face, because if I do it all over, whoa, that's too much for my skin. However, interestingly enough, the other glycolic that's in my shower, no problem. Can use it just like a regular cleanser, but it still feels amazing. So that's what I mean about that. But I do love a glycolic. It works really well, especially for anti-aging. So you want, for fresh, glowy skin, you've got to do a gentle exfoliation prior. Another thing that gives you glowy skin is, I'm going to say it, I love home microneedling. I'll probably talk about that all the time. That really just gives you that glowy skin, opens everything up. It really makes a difference. And if you want to put a nice LED light on top of that after you microneedle, holy smokes, you're looking good.
Let me ask you something. Could you do y'all can tell what I'm about to do tonight. I'm asking Lindsey because I'm doing it tonight. Can you do, when I say you, I mean myself, a glycolic peel, microneedling, and LED light, or is that too much?
Talking about a peel or a cleanser?
The glycolic.
I would do a glycolic cleanser.
Okay.
Then the microneedle, then the LED.
But
be careful. See if that works for your skin. But definitely, I wouldn't do a peel. This is just for me personally. I'm very gentle with the skin. There's different types of estheticians out there, by the way.
Okay.
I'm a gentle esthetician. There are let's go for it estheticians too. Like, no, that's fine. Get it off.
Right.
But I have a different approach. I am very gentle. I really protect the lipid barrier of the skin. That's just my personal take from all the experience that I've had. So just take that with a grain of salt, because there's estheticians that are out there that totally are cool with that. And that is totally fine. And if your skin can handle that, yay for you. That's good. My skin personally doesn't like that. I played around with different times, and I know that my treatment night is usually my microneedle rolling with the LED. And I just kind of let that be the treatment night. The next night, I'll do my retinol, and then maybe 2 nights after that, then I'll do full glycolic peel or, whatever, AHA, BHA fill, whatever, or hydrofacial with the glycol. Yeah, like I really let my skin build up before I take it off. That's just has worked for me. So that is definitely the start of glowy summer skin. You got to have the canvas first. Have a nice canvas. And also the reason why I like that is I don't like flaky skin. So if you come to me and we get you on a retinol, we're going to start slow with that, because I have a lot of clients who are like, oh, please don't put me on that because it makes me look like a lizard. I'm like, not with me doing it. No, we are going to let your body get used to it, have a slow start. And every client that I've had do that, they're like, oh, it's fine. Yeah, because they got their client super used to it. So I'll do a whole episode just on how I do that.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, because there's a way and a method to it. And you just want a little bit, just to, like the size of a pea for your whole face, And there's a way to dab it on properly. I'll go over that in a later episode. So get your skincare exfoliation on point first. Let's say that you want to get your glowy summer skin in the morning. I'm going to, by the way, list all these products in our Lapre Beauty membership, our new beauty membership. It's free. If you want to be on the paid level, that entire video that I do with Ashley on how to get like glowy skin with makeup, I show you exactly the products and also my layering technique and how I do that. Just my little special little.
That was really cool, by the way.
Thank you. My little VIP tips, things that I've learned that I just kind of played around and like a little skin lab. Hey, this works, this doesn't. So just wanted to let you know, to do that, you would just go to lindseyholder.com and look up the Lapre membership, and you can find everything there. So first, you're going to want to...
It's the anti-aging membership.
Yeah, the anti-aging membership. First, you're going to want to, let's say you're waking up in the morning. Now, I have a different approach with skin. If you're older, I actually will usually rub, I know it sounds crazy, but I'll usually rub my oils into my skin, or if it's really gunky, I'll use a micellar wash. That's just me personally, okay? I like to keep my lipid barrier, because what are we doing? Stripping it off and then adding stuff? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Now, if you were acneic, you do need to use some type of cleanser, spot treat those areas, just so we don't make it worse in those areas. You can use a toner or essence. Really like essence.
Me too.
We got a nice essence at the Live Love Spa, and I really like
spa
essence.
Conference.
Yeah.
It was birch water.
Birch water. It's really nice. All these products will also be in Lapre. I'm just going to go over what to use, but you can get a list of products that I like inside the membership. So definitely try that first. You want to get that pH balance with your skin just right, and then you can use an essence. On top of that, I like a non-alcoholic toner, but that gives you that nice hydration. Another reason why I do that is because you want to put on your skincare and everything when your skin's kind of still damp. So I would definitely, before we're putting on his skincare, put your toner on, spritz that, put your essence on, blot that, and then I would add a vitamin C to protect your skin for for the day, of course, and put on your normal moisturizer. Now, I do like a good primer before applying your makeup. It smooths lines, hydrates skin. It allows additional makeup to just slide smoothly on the skin's surface. If you need to add an illuminator in the primer, you can do that too. Some primers already have an illuminator included in them. So it just really is what works for you. I encourage you to just try different ones. Sometimes you want an illuminator, sometimes you don't. So there's certain times that you do and certain times you don't. So just keep that in mind. You can also add illuminator in just certain areas like your cheekbones and have the matte primer somewhere else on your skin. Or you can have a glowy primer. Like there's so many options.
I know, I'm like this. Ooh, put the glitter on me and call me a fairy. Let's go.
Well, there's matte primers and then there's dewy primers and then there's, illuminating primers. So it really depends on what is your look that you're trying to achieve. But we are trying to achieve glowy makeup with this episode.
Right.
So we are going to mix that illuminating with that primer to give that hydrated, glowy, dewy look. I really love tinted moisturizers. It is one of my absolute favorite things. So before I put on any of this stuff, I will let you know, I put on my sunscreen first. I like a sunscreen serum, actually. I love a good sunscreen serum. And then I'm going to put my tinted moisturizer on, because now I feel like I'm starting to put makeup on. Mm-hmm. So now I'm like starting to layer, right? But I have my face protected with the vitamin C and the sunscreen. So I like to put on the tinted moisturizer. I have a number one favorite, but I did get an example of Charlotte Tilbury, and I'm working with that, and I'll let you know in the Le Pré Beauty what I think about that.
Ooh. But you haven't even told me.
It's leaning towards the thumbs up. Upper stars, just telling you. But I'm putting it to the test tomorrow because I'm going to use it for my pictures.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I haven't told you nothing.
No, you haven't. Yeah. Nothing.
So we'll see I want to see how it does in pictures. So that's
I'm excited.
Yeah. And then I'll do a proper review. And I want to see how it holds up with all my other skincare and makeup and photography. So we'll see. Verdict is still out, but I'm starting to really like it. I've worn it a few times.
That's exciting.
Oh, that's a little pretty. So I usually use that in lieu of foundation. Of course, match your skin, tone. I'm just obsessed with it. I'll give you a little pro tip. If you need a little bit more coverage, add a second layer.
Oh.
Just add another layer of that primer tint.
Love it.
Yeah, the moisturizing tint. Add it together.
Such a great tip.
Yep. Blend it in. Beauty blender. I go over in the membership my favorite beauty blender that is antimicrobial. Really think that's key. I will say that if you ask yourself how often do you wash your beauty blenders, it's not enough. Like you really need to clean your beauty blenders because you don't want bacteria to grow on that and just keep swishing around on your skin.
Ooh, that's so damn.
So get an microbial beauty blender. So I saw online this cute sanitizer for your makeup brushes, and I want to see if you can put your beauty blender in that too. It's sold out, of course, and I can't tell. I need to contact the company. I can't tell if it's large enough to put your beauty blender in there because it looks like you would just slip your makeup brushes in it. But I thought, how cool is that? Now, I personally have
I was about to say, I know you have one.
I have one at my spa, but that is a professional grade, sanitizer, which so here's a question. Is it too much for me to get a professional grade and put it in my house? Because
I want one too.
I thought, well, I use it every day. Why don't I have one in my house? Like I need my skin light at home.
That makes sense though. We all need that.
I was going to be like, what in the heck? What is this thing? The only thing when you have all this stuff, it starts to make, like I almost need a skin pantry that you go in because it's like you have a sanitizer on the top of your dresser drawers.
Oh, I gotta say,
messes up my vibe.
One of my neighbors was coming. It was like a couple of years ago when I just moved into the neighborhood, and one of my neighbors had the little girls on. So I was like, "Yeah, let me give you a tour." And she walked into my bathroom. She goes, "Oh my goodness, do you use all this stuff?" I go, "Oh yeah,
you got."
I go,
stuff.
"Don't you?" She goes, No. I was like, oh.
Yeah, actually, you have a lot of stuff.
I love products. I love modalities.
Yeah. But isn't it hard? It's hard to find a place to put everything.
I have a shelf And then my husband has like toothpaste, and that's where it ends.
Yeah, mine
and
is
I'm
too.
always doing something like today. He goes, "You have something on your forehead." I go, "I know it's on there on purpose."
Yeah.
Okay.
There's gonna something always been. Actually, Jeff uses another bathroom. He doesn't use my bathroom. Like he uses it for the shower, but I have so much stuff, and I just had my bathroom redone, which we're having pictures taken for that tomorrow. But I had a skincare closet made where you pull out all the drawers that hold my skincare and makeup, and that is so dreamy.
It is. You have a beautiful spa bathroom.
So now I need to find a place for the sanitizer. The UV light sanitizer.
Agree.
Anyway, I just thought that was kind of cool. So just make sure to wash your brushes. Very important. You can use soap and water for that. And look into that Beauty Blender sanitizer. That is pretty cool. So after that, do a glowy under eye concealer. Just dab a little bit. I like to mix dark and light together. So I usually do dark first and then put light over it. That just, for me, it's just been the way that's worked the best for me. Now, with blush, I just want to go to this one little thing. Keep your glow. So what I mean by that is, yes, you could use a mineral-based pressed powder, but if you do, literally just barely spot it on your face. Like, there's this part between your cheek and your nose that I feel like, I don't know what this right here, if it looks too oily, I don't like that look.
Near your nasal folds.
Yeah, near your nasal folds. I usually just pat the area, but I still want this area on my cheeks to look super
people
glowy.
Can't see you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Explain to everybody what I'm talking about here.
It's the area between the outside of your nose and your cheekbone.
Yeah, it's just this tiny, tiny area.
Right, which I completely agree. Because you do not want that to be glowy. It's like...
blot your nose.
Blot your nose.
Your side nose. Whatever that is. Blot your side nose, girl. So anyway, that I do want to just have a little powder. That I want this all glowy.
That is a fantastic tip because it's one of those things where
my OCD personality right there.
You don't know it until it's not done, and then you're like, something's up with your face. It looks greasy. But you don't know why, and that's why. That's the difference between a glowy face and a greasy face.
Yeah, that is interesting, but I've just noticed that on my face and other people. So just gently blot those areas with a mineral pressed powder. And there's a couple spots on my forehead that I'll do. And if my chin's way too glowy, then I'll do that. But that's it. Everything else I want to shine, let it bring out the sun. I like a creamy, really rich, creamy cheek cream.
No, not me. I want something dry and flaky and just like...
Some people don't like the cream. They just like powder.
Oh, really?
I do like the combination. So for the glow, I love and then what I like to do, I just use my ring finger usually, or a beauty blender, and then I'll put some on the remainder on my lips too. Makes your little lip stain. And then I'll go back over it with some blush if I need to. If you do need to blot through the day, just use some blotting linens, and then you can use this. If you need to use a setting spray, you can, but you don't have to. So anyway, those are my glowy skin tips. What do you like to do?
All of those. Thank you very much. I do an 8-step program as well, like the rest of us. Yes, we all do the same thing.
Now, I don't think this is a lot. Does this sound a lot? I tried.
No, what I think it is that you are trying to make it practical. Like, okay, if you want to achieve this look, you have to make your skin a certain way, and then the health of your skin shines through. So that's the thing.
I like the way you said that.
Yeah. So it's like, if you want to look good, you can't just slap on, I don't care what kind of makeup you have, you can't just slap it on. It's not going to look, you're not going to get that natural, healthy glow look. And come on, we're in our 40s. So we're not talking about like natural as in nothing.
I'm telling you though, try this, Ashley. And I don't know if you have before, but just in the morning, because you've already done your major cleansing the night before, right? Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, in the morning, blend in those natural oils into your skin.
Okay.
See if that works. It works for me. It really does.
When you mean blend in your natural oils?
Just like rub in your natural oils when you wake up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not in extra oil?
What do you mean?
Just the oil on my face.
The oil on your face. It's your own natural oils that have your body naturally made.
I like that.
Yeah, just blend them in. If you feel sometimes that you need like a refresher in certain areas, you can spot this, but that micellar wash feels good in like certain areas that I need. I'm like, okay, that's a little too much. Then, or over my eyes and stuff.
If you need additional oils, because some people have dry skin, what do you suggest?
Yeah, well, that's fine too. My vitamin C is Biobaji. I love it. I use different ones, but that one's a really good one. That gives me that oil too. I don't need an oil in the morning. Phyto conditioning oil is good too. Okay. You can jojoba. I always love a jojoba oil.
Yeah, you do love jojoba.
Yeah, and there's actually the CBD oil that we got from
a spa
conference, and that one's really good too.
I like that one.
I like a good CBD. So there's other serums too. It doesn't have to naturally.
I've been doing that. I actually have been doing the facial CBD oil in the morning. I haven't been cleansing my face. I've been just waking up.
So you're doing that?
Yeah, I'm doing it. Washing my eyes, of course, because, I want to get all my little winkies out. And then I just do the rest with the...
And how do you like that?
I love it. It doesn't feel stripped. And it's just nice.
See, it works. It works, doesn't it? You can drag it down to your neck and stuff and put it on your chest.
Yes.
So anyway, well, I hope you love that. That is our Get Glowing Summer Skin podcast episode. But remember, all of these things are in the free beauty membership called La Pre Beauty. We are so excited about this. We cannot wait to talk to you. And guess what? There's a community of other women in there. Chat with them, see what their favorite products are, favorite skin tips, like learn from these other ladies as well. And until next time.